Nah, nah, nah.
Hey everybody, it's Zach. Welcome back to the Heroverse. And guys, I want to start off by saying when we walked out of Nope at our local AMC theater, we saw it in IMAX, and then we went to Dave & Buster's, we played some games, we ate, and now we're back here to do our non-spoiler review. There will be no spoilers for this. I'm with my bro Troy. You guys have seen her on the channel before. And yeah, we're just going to get into it right away. I'm going to let Troy start first on what he liked about the movie. And yeah, Troy, what did you like about it?
Well, going in, because the trailers, I was expecting more like a typical horror movie.
Yeah.
Like, like The Nun, or just a typical horror movie.
Yeah.
This movie was not your typical horror movie.
Yeah.
It was a good mix of comedy.
Yeah.
It was a good mix of... Honestly, towards the end, it had a little bit of action. It felt like an action movie.
Exactly.
And just, I love what they did at the end. And I loved it, man. It was a great movie.
Yeah, I thought it was like a spectacle. I was telling Troy that literally this movie is a spectacle. It's nothing like what Jordan Peele's done before in his previous movies with, Us. And, Get Out is my favorite movie. It's his favorite movie. I got him to watch Get Out. He loves Get Out.
Yeah.
And, it's like, every time Jordan Peele does a movie, he does something so, out there and so unique and so, like, special to, like, to filming, like, to the filming genre of, like, horror and things like that. But he adds a new flair into it where it's not your typical horror movie. It's like psychological. It's, like, more like Twilight Zone-y, you know what I mean? Especially with this movie, like what they do in this movie, it's like, he really taps into like some like Twilight Zone vibes and stuff with, how it's like, like with like the thinking of like, oh my god, is there like aliens or UFOs and stuff like that. I just love what they do in this movie. Especially with IMAX.
Oh yeah, like, you have to see it in IMAX.
100%, like, you have to see it in IMAX. Like, I was telling Troy, saying, like, movies nowadays, they go for, like, the IMAX look of how it is and how, like, you get to see the full screen in IMAX. And when you go to, like, a normal, like, theater, a standard movie, or if you go to a Dolby mainly goes to, like, the enhance of, like, the picture enhancing and the sound enhancing, but it doesn't go where, like, the full scale picture of how a movie was shot, especially if it's shot in IMAX. And I said, this movie, you really see the scale of this movie through like how it was filmed with the IMAX cameras, and you really feel like you're in. You feel like you're in the movie, like when you get the jump scares, when you get the the funny moments, you feel like you're with the characters in the moments.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but when they were like talking and conversing, like it literally sounded like they were right there. They're like yelling, like
you feel like you're in the scene, and you feel the adrenaline, or you feel like the jump scares, or you feel the comedic moments. Like me and you laughed so many times in this movie, like in the right sequences too. Like Jordan does like funny moments in the right moments, and then jump scares in the right moments where jump scares need to happen.
Like,
and that's what I love.
The one scene that was a little bit of a flashback for the one character.
Yeah, Stephen Yeun, like, if I'm saying his last name right. Yeah.
That scene is just so insane, so intense. This movie is very intense.
You feel like you are that character, because they do like perspective of like you're looking through the perspective of him, of the character. And I kid you not, I literally felt like I there's a scene where it feels like he's holding his breath, and you feel like you're holding your breath.
Yeah,
like, literally, I felt like I couldn't breathe.
No, that's like anytime I go to a movie like that, I catch myself. I'm like, am I even breathing? Because like it's so. IMAX is just such a great experience.
It's so good because you feel like it's like not only enhances the picture, but like it goes to show how good Jordan's stories are. You feel like you're with the characters. In this movie, you really feel that, like what is going on and what they're going through. You feel like you're with them and you're in like the wild ride with them. And I just loved it. Again, the comedic moments were on point when they needed to be there. the like when you first get introduced to like the crazy things that happen in this movie, you like you're in the perspective of seeing it like they're seeing it for the first time and you're seeing it for the first time and you have the same reaction as them.
Yes.
And I loved that. Like he does so well with like how he directs. It's like, it's so different from anybody else out there. That's why his movies are so successful. And it's crazy because you've never seen Us, and we've talked about this, but you said it kind of reminds you of...
Yeah, from what I've seen from Us, it kind of reminds me of The Strangers.
Yes.
And, that was a good movie. I thought it was a good movie. Mm-hmm. But if I ever watch it,
I'm excited for you to watch it because, I have a different take on Us because I saw it, I didn't really like it because it was, like, different from what I thought from the trailers. But, like, knowing me now, I kind of want to go back and watch it again and see if I like it. But it's, like, he has such an eye, like, for staying out of your typical horror movie, and he does his own thing and that he stands apart and he makes his own genre of horror movies, and that's what I love. He doesn't just follow the leader, he goes down his own path. And I really do appreciate what he does in this movie. Like, I love IMAX camera work, and like the scenes in this movie are just like crazy, like just and you think the story when you walk in. And I was telling you, like, when we watched the movie, it was, like, totally not the story I was expecting.
No, the whole movie, you're on your toes, you're on your... You're just, like, what's going to happen next? Like,
you're in for a wild ride. And, like, the trailer, the way they cut the trailer, it's like you think you know what movie you're going into. Your normal,
you're like, oh, they showed...
alien movie, but it's not that. No. It's, like, beyond that, and I loved that.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were, like... saying like nope, not of planet Earth.
Yes.
Yeah, that's very much so.
Exactly. And like I was talking to you about the composer in this movie. I think it was what was his name? Michael what was it? Michael Abels, I think that was his name, if we're saying that right. Yeah. And he did the composing for Us and the composing for Get Out. And I was like, he kills it each time.
Oh yeah.
Like, I felt the music and it just built with the scene of the tension and like in the comedic moments. It's like it was just everything played out very well in this movie. And right now the movie is sitting at 80% on Rotten Tomatoes score, and that's sitting at 77 on audience score. How would you agree with that? Do you agree with that?
So
score rating on Rotten Tomatoes in the audience?
When we were coming out, I didn't know if we were doing an out of theater review or not. Mm-hmm. But in my head, like I was thinking like an 8.2 to 8.5. Like it was a great movie. I liked it a lot. Not my favorite movie, but that doesn't mean I didn't like it. I loved it. It was a great movie. Mm-hmm. So I recommend everyone go see it. So 100%. I'd give it probably 8.2, 8.5.
Yeah, I'd say like for the first time ever, I'd say I would actually agree with Rotten Tomatoes. I was like 80 fresh. I was like, I agree, and we don't agree with Rotten Tomatoes.
Any less than 80%, no.
Yeah.
It was, like 8 out of 10, 80% is pretty good.
Yeah, me and him don't F with Rotten Tomatoes. Like we don't like Rotten Tomatoes, but like for the first time ever, I could agree. I was like, I actually do agree that 80 is good. Yeah. It's it's not anything under that would be like you're bad shit crazy. Like what are you talking about? But I really enjoyed it. I really do think it's worth seeing. And if you're gonna see it, see it in IMAX.
See it in IMAX if you can.
Exactly. And I told Troy, I was like, damn, they need to make more IMAX theaters because movies are filmed in IMAX. A lot of movies nowadays, and it's a shame that these directors want you to see a movie the way it was shot, but you can't see it because there's not enough IMAX theaters.
Yeah.
So you get the half cut off screens, and it's very upsetting. It's sad.
We're fortunate enough to have
an IMAX theater
within driving range.
Exactly, like an IMAX and a Dolby. We're very lucky here in Pittsburgh. So. But yeah, literally, I definitely recommend this. Go check it out. It's at your local theaters. It's definitely worth seeing. If you like Us, if you like Get Out, or even if you just like Get Out, this movie Jordan goes above and beyond with this movie. Especially Keke Palmer did an amazing job in this movie. I loved her right when she walked in. Yeah. Exactly, facts. Keke Palmer, I know her from True Jackson, VP on Nickelodeon.
Yes.
So seeing her again and seeing how much she's grown as an actor just is freaking phenomenal. She when she makes her when she first walks into this movie and makes her first appearance, I'm like, that's Keke Palmer right there. Yep. She's you cannot not love her. And then, of course, Daniel Kaluuya, he kills it, of course, every time.
Oh yeah.
In Black Panther and Get Out. Like, me and him were talking, saying we wouldn't mind not seeing it, like seeing him again in another Jordan Peele movie. Like,
Yes,
we'd love to see him again.
Yeah, I hope they do another project within the next few years. Like,
Honestly.
like, you know, maybe a sequel to something or a whole new project.
Honestly, I was talking to Troy. I was like, "Damn, we need to do a Get Out 2." Like, I always thought there could be a Get Out 2,
Yeah.
just by the way they left it, and
then
I wouldn't mind it.
They did an alternate ending to that.
Yeah,
as
they
well,
did.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like you could. I expected they would, but I don't know if Jordan will do it or not. But either way, I'm excited to see where his future projects go and what he has in store next with his next projects. I honestly hope that eventually we have him make a universe of movies. I don't know if these are all in the same universe, probably not, but they feel like they could be.
Yeah.
But the way like the movies are, you know, especially with Us and how Us ended, it's like I don't see how that could be connected.
Yeah.
But like if you want to say that like Get Out and say that somehow this is connected, that would be awesome. Even though Daniel Kaluuya plays the, you know, it'd be like, how do you do that? But
Yeah.
honestly, I would love to see a universe being built with Jordan. I think that'd be amazing if he did that. But yeah, guys, here again, if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, put in those notifications, like this video. I'd love to have you guys here, a part of the fam, a part of the channel. We're all about spreading love, positivity, and motivation. And yet again, guys, we're almost to 600 subscribers. Right now, I'm at 544, almost to 600. And yet again, go follow my bro's Instagram. Go shout out your Insta, bro.
It's Troy Fab, PFAB is the last name, all lowercase.
Yeah, so go follow him. Also, soon he's going to be starting to do Twitch streaming. That's what he wants to do, which I'm excited, bro.
And hopefully content creation in general, YouTube. I did just order a Spidey suit.
Yeah, so be prepared because we might do a vlog of that. We might. And there'll be pictures. So I'll probably
just
put them
stay
up
tuned to his channel.
Stay
and
tuned.
Any future videos we do together.
Facts. Also, you know, guys, yet again, I'm going to mention here, Marvel Studios is having a panel this Saturday for San Diego Comic-Con. I will be doing a live stream for that panel and covering over any, you know, future Marvel Studios projects, whether it be movies or Disney Plus. So stay tuned for that. You know, I'm going to be starting my live at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and I'm probably going to make it last at least until 10 or 11, maybe, depending on how, like, you know, engagement I get on the live. So yet again, stop by if you're interested in that, because I will be going live this Saturday. And yeah, hopefully we'll be doing a vlog when he gets a Spider-Man suit, because, you know, this is his first ever Spider-Man suit. I'm super excited. And, you know, maybe I was thinking me and him could do a vlog around the mall, and, you know, he dresses up as Peter and I dress up as Miles, and we go around the mall and, you know, we take pictures and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that, because that vlog could be coming. But yet again, guys, that was the video. We hope everybody has a great day, a safe day, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.